Do you want to run successful Facebook and Instagram ads for your martial arts school? I'm going to show you what to do and how to get the most bang for your buck. Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer Waters. Today I'm going to share with you some of the things that I use inside of my flagship dojo that allows us to generate hundreds of leads every single month so that we can help more people have lives changed through martial arts. I'm going to show you how to do it today as well. The very first thing that I want you to understand is that you need in-depth knowledge if you're going to be running Facebook ads yourself. Now, one of my favorite books is Who Not How by Dan Sullivan. And the interesting thing when you read that book by Dan Sullivan and Benjamin Hardy is that they talk a lot about focusing more on who can help you than how you're going to get it done. And although I completely 110% agree with that, there comes a point where you as a business owner have to decide if you're going to spend the money to find the who to do it, or you're going to spend the time to find out how to do it. That's always going to be the case. But then the thing that you really have to consider is it going to be worth my time, or should I be doing something else with my time? Or is it going to be such a steep learning curve that it'll take me months, if not years, to be able to fully master this? And if that's the case, I wouldn't wait months and years as your business declines. I would go ahead and find the money, spend the money, work on investing that money into an expert that's actually going to help you get more students in the door. And then even if you go in at a loss, you'll make that money up. And then it'll be much better for your business to stay current, to stay relevant, and to be thriving moving forward. So the very first tip that I have for you is if you're currently using boosted posts on Facebook and Instagram, I would encourage you to stop. If you've seen one of my other videos on the channel, I talk a lot about how when you boost a post, it's very much like running a billboard for a day. You're going to run the billboard for a day. You don't really know how many people are going to run by or drive by in their car and see the billboard on the side of the road. And you're not sure if the people that are seeing the billboard on the side of the road are even going to take any action at all. There may be a phone number, there may be a website on it, but are they going to remember that as they're driving by? Maybe, maybe not. You see, billboards work best when they're used as a branding influence standpoint. In other words, when you're using them to brand all across the town, it helps. Like right now, think about a lawyer in your area. I bet you saw a billboard for them. I know our town is covered with billboards for lawyers. What are they doing? They're branding. Or a car dealership. Have you seen a billboard for a car dealership? They're branding. But you see them all over town. And they're not only using billboards as a strategy to brand, but they're using it in conjunction with other things. Now, I'm not saying that you as a martial arts school need to use a billboard. I don't think that that's a great idea for you. What I do think is that instead, what you should be doing is you should be leaning more into having a social media presence and stop relying on one boosted post that you might do one time a month. Your social media presence should be a strategic Facebook ads marketing campaign, which we're going to dig into next. So what do you need to do next? You need to create a Facebook ad campaign inside of Facebook Ads Manager. Now, if you're not familiar with Facebook Ads Manager, you're going to first need to create a business manager profile. It's very easy. Go to business.facebook.com. And if you don't have a business manager profile there, it will prompt you to create one. Once you have that business manager profile, the next thing that you're going to want to do is create two things. If you already have a Facebook page, you're going to want to bring that Facebook page into the business manager. Now, there's a lot of tutorials online how to do this, and Facebook actually has a lot of support materials, or meta as they're called. They have a lot of support topics on how to bring your Facebook page into that Facebook business manager. The second thing that you need is you need to create an ad account. I advise people when they are starting to run Facebook ads that you slowly season that Facebook ad account if it's a brand new ad account. Because all throughout 2020, 2021, and even into 2022, we saw ad accounts all across the US, the UK, Canada. They were getting shut down like crazy. And a lot of it had to do with Meta or Facebook trying to pull back on fraud, trying to pull back on people that were misusing their platform. And unfortunately, A lot of martial arts school owners just got caught in the middle, and their Facebook ad accounts got disabled. They weren't able to use them anymore, and they couldn't use their Facebook pages either. So what we've started to do inside of our flagship dojo, as well as with our clients inside of our 7-figure dojo program, is season those ad accounts. We might run a video view campaign where we're just taking clips from martial arts classes and we're putting it up and we're linking it back to our website. But that video view campaign is getting some eyeballs to our actual martial arts brand, our martial arts school, but it's not actually asking people for their information, and it allows us to start with a very, very small budget. So we're talking a few dollars a day, and we can still let Facebook know, hey, we're a legit martial arts business. We actually have good content. People are engaging with that content, and we're not a fly-by-night advertiser. Once we've seasoned that account for a while, then we can start going into phase 2, which is where we introduce lead forms. And when we're doing a lead generation ad campaign, we're collecting information. So name, phone number, email address. This is very important because when you can collect their name, phone number, and email, you can actually reach out and call them. With a video view campaign, you're not reaching out and calling anyone. People are just seeing a video, and Facebook actually doesn't charge you nearly as much for a video view campaign as it does for generating leads. That's going to cost you a little bit more. So when you think about that ad strategy, can you have them both going on at the same time? Yes, and you'll see a lot of our clients as well as our flagship dojo, we have both of them running simultaneously because we just think it's a great way to continuously reach out to people who may not have seen what we do on a regular basis. But you do need videos, and so you have to have videos of your classes to run a video view campaign, whereas with a lead form, you can actually just use a picture or an image to capture somebody's attention. You don't need a video, but you can also use a video as well, but it's not necessary. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is what should actually be on your ad. Well, a really cool thing that you need on your ad is some compelling copy. The copy is the part that the user is going to read on the Facebook ad. So when that user is reading it, what is it that's compelling them to say, I should fill out my information and I should get someone to contact me? If there's not a compelling reason for them to do that, they're just going to browse by your ad and they're going to keep going. So you need to call out a pain point that they have, something that they're dealing with on a regular basis. And you need to say, hey, if you're dealing with this, then come in because we do X, Y, and Z. And then you're going to go ahead and give them a call to action. Why should they do it today? Why should they do it now? Why not wait until tomorrow or next week or whatever it is? If you have a strong call to action, you'll get more people clicking on the ad and you'll get more people actually interested in getting started. Okay, so another common mistake that I see is this set it and forget it mentality. One thing to understand is when you are running a Facebook ads campaign, you're going to want to measure how the ads campaign is doing. Now, you can do a dynamic creative ad set. You can do a static ad set. The main thing to keep in mind here is if you do dynamic creative, it will allow you to see what images, what videos are actually working. And then that allows you to narrow down into static. Static means it's the same image. It will not rotate out. So what does Facebook actually do? Facebook actually takes that dynamic creative and it goes, okay, John likes to see this type of image or video and clicks more on it. Susie likes to see this type of image or video and clicks on it. And it kind of serves up what you're more likely to click on, which is amazing and cool that the algorithm can do it, and a little bit scary if we'll be honest here. But it's amazing and cool that the algorithm can do that. The problem is if you just leave that and you never actually look at how your ads are doing. If you have that set it and forget it mentality, this is completely different than maybe what you've done in the past, like posting an ad inside of a newspaper or inside of a coupon mailer that goes out. It's completely different. You don't just do it once and then don't do it again and hope that people read the magazine or hope that people pick up the coupon that you sent out in the mailer because they're going to send it out every 2 weeks. It doesn't work like that. You need to look at your Facebook ads campaign on a regular basis, especially right after you launch it. Within the first couple of days, you're going to want to look at it and make sure that it's not stuck in the learning phase. You're going to want to make sure that the audience size is big enough in your area. You're going to keep tabs on what type of people are actually responding to the advertisement. Like, do you need to exclude a certain area of your town because those people are not going to be able to afford your martial arts classes? Or do you need to include another part of your town that's maybe outside the radius that Facebook has originally set for you? These are all things that you're going to want to look at inside your ads campaign, which means that you need to have eyeballs on your ads campaign all the time. So that's why a lot of our clients lean into us, because they don't have time to be checking every single day or every other day how the ads are working, and they don't have time to make an on-the-spot adjustment. Instead, they found an expert, to go ahead and do it for them. And that's one of the things that our team actually does. The other thing that I would say is, when you're looking inside of your ads campaign, you need to understand that you will have to upload more creatives more frequently, or your ad is going to do what's called burning out. You see, Facebook and Instagram was originally designed to advertise at a national or at a country level. And then eventually they got regional, and then eventually they got down to very specific geo-targeted areas. You may have heard that a few years ago. Oh, Facebook and Instagram can now geo-target. Essentially what that means is, instead of advertising to your whole entire state or region, they could narrow it down to exactly where you are. Literally, you could put a dot on a map and say, I only want people in this area to see my ads. And that's amazing and that's cool. But what happens is, if you run the same ad over and over again, eventually people in that area are going to see that ad multiple times. That's going to then cause your ad cost to rise up. Think about your local area as a magazine, and every local business that runs ads there in that magazine are taking up ad space. Now, the magazine still needs room for its articles, or Facebook needs room for the news feed, right? Or Instagram needs room for the Instagram feed. So they still have that going on. But then you've got all these local advertisers that are advertising. And then on top of that, you have national advertisers, big chains that are also advertising on Facebook and Instagram at that same time. And so what you need to realize is, if you're not updating your creative, those ad costs will slowly creep up, because Facebook is going, okay, people have already seen this. I'm going to not show it to them anymore because they've already seen it multiple times and passed by it. And so you're going to want to have videos, images that you update on a regular basis. My recommendation is, have a Google Drive folder set up or something of that type. Upload pictures, upload video to it, and have your creative expert, go ahead and grab pictures and videos from that file. That's what we do with our clients inside the program. Okay, another tip that I would highly suggest for you to use when you're thinking about running successful ad campaigns. You want to have a way to pull all of those leads that are being generated through your ad campaign from Facebook leads. So Facebook actually has a section of their wonderful utility that they have. It's kind of like a CRM, or a contact reputation management software. That's what it's called. And so what they can do is, they'll actually keep all the names, the phone numbers, the email addresses. You can tag them. You can do all this. I would not leave those leads on there and use that system. I would in turn connect with Zapier or Integrately or another piece of automation where you can take those leads and then you can get them texted to you or dropped into a spreadsheet. Or if you're using a system like what we do with Lead Connector, those leads actually go directly into an app and allows our dojo assistants to follow up, and also allows you to be able to see what the status of those leads are. So get something right there from Facebook leads. Get those leads and get them into something else. Don't just leave them sitting inside of your Facebook leads area, because you're going to have to log into Facebook every single time that you want to see. And also, Facebook's not going to alert you when you get a lead. If you at least get it texted to you, you get it on your phone. Now, one of the other things that I would highly suggest is, if you are going to go at this alone because you're just going, okay, there's no way I can afford a who, I'm willing to invest hours, I'm going to stay up in the middle of the night, I'm going to get up early, and I'm going to do this stuff, and I'm going to do it every single day. Okay, cool. Can I tell you about a small tip that will help you with at least one piece? You got to learn a lot of other pieces, but this one piece will help you a ton. And that's to use AI to help you create ads. You can go to OpenChat and you can actually create your own ads copy in OpenChat. This will allow you to use the power of AI to help you create ads. So instead of going, I don't know what to write, now you can literally type in, a prompt inside of OpenChatGPT and allow it to automatically give you Facebook ad copy. And if you want to know more about that, we've created another video on how we utilize that same exact technology inside of our martial arts school and for our clients to create better content. And you can also check out that video. Until next time, guys, keep being awesome. I'll see you back here on this channel.